The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Delaware's offense will have the ball first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays, and so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guy...
He's loose. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tyson. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. Wide open spaces. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's LeBoy. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Blue Hens are flying down the field. Creates a little room. Turning on the Jets. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Patterson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Quarterback running on the draw. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Floating away. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Blue Hens will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He'll start this drive firing. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Makes the catch. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he'll take this one home. It's a touchdown. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening through your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, but they're able to score some points, so you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds his man down the middle. At midfield, he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They'll immediately call timeout. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they'll get to the line and spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass. Under fire. Complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finding open areas. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Throwing right. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Still looking on the move. And it's in there for a touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Silver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Tyson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. After that last completion, it's second down. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
We open the final period with a third down play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Looking for a push on fourth down. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Looking to scramble. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times. You've turned the football over. Like,
looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Silver. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
the 40-yard.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing...
Hits him inside the 20, still going. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for it all. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's a heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be in turnover on downs.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. You know this offense, they're going to get concerned and they want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Breaks the... Oh, a lot of space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation.